So Qlty is the favourite on the tote, but Qlty very heavily supported, and it'll run equal favourite with Qlty on track. It's been a bit of a conjecture whether we call this Qlty or Coupe, but it's first out at Caulfield. We opted for Qlty, being a half to Qlty de Gras, so that's the reason. I'll stick and tell differently anyway. Might well be wrong, but if you've backed it, it's not going to make it go any faster or slower. Coming in now is Classic Steere. So Qlty retaining tote favouritism. It's at 3.30 now, 3.60 Qlty. Half sister to Magic Music, who's a very, very fast sprinter. Trained by Leon Corstens, won a couple of Group 2 races. Field is nearly ready. Here's Paris Puppet coming in. Paris Puppet's in the market as well, along with Taste of the Coast and Raw Treece, but principally the putters working around those top two. Just about ready to go. Raw Treece has joined them. Started at the top of the platform. Taste of the Coast moved up. Work of Heart will be the last to come up into the gates now. Track Good, Rail True, 4.38 is the penetrometer reading. Work of Heart to get set. This has been a little bit of a drifter on track out to $11.90. First starter with Lee Friedman, trained by Lee, Kieran McAvoy on board. $40,000 purchase. Half to Oral Sculpture. The Dam Sculpture's blue won a Maribyrnong plate. All in now. Set to run. 1,000 metres for the first. The all clears through and they're racing now. And Qlty jumped away very fast, and so did Raw Treece with Qlty just after a little bit slow to move, is hustling through very fast and goes to the front under Darren Gauci. At the 800, Qlty by a length to Raw Treece second. They're followed by Paris Puppet. Qlty is fourth on the rail. A length further back in the field, then going forward is Classic Steere round the outside. Is Taste of the Coast, who's a length away, and they're followed back in the field then by Rose of Spartacus on the inside, and last of all is Work of Heart coming to the turn, and the well-tried Qlty by nearly a length to Raw Treece. Qlty right behind them is following the leader along the fence. They're followed then by Classic Steele making some ground round the outside, and then came Taste of the Coast, who's coming with a good run, the widest. Into the straight, Qlty, the narrow leader. Qlty went for the rails and got it. Taste of the Coast is running on, and Classic Steele is green. Qlty got through along the inside and hit the front. Taste of the Coast coming after Qlty, but Qlty is clear, and Qlty by a half length. Taste of the Coast. Work of Heart came home well to get third. Qlty just petering on the run into fourth placing, and they were followed by Classic Steele. Long break in the field to Raw Treece, who didn't go on, trailed by Rose of Spartacus, and Paris Puppet dropped out to finish last of all. Victory for number 2, ridden by Brett Preble. Lovely ride by Brett, parking behind the front runner Qlty and getting the inside run before coming on for a good determined win, holding out the finish of Taste of the Coast in second place, and third to number 10, Work of Heart, who's come from virtually last of all. Numbers are 2, 4, 10. Race 1 in the time of 59.1. Home in 4.
Of course, returning to racing this afternoon in New Zealand, of course, is Hale, number 2, $2.40, raced in the Brisbane Winter Carnival. Okay. Okay, we'll be there shortly now. The first in Brisbane's not for some time, not till 1:20 Eastern Daylight Saving Time. We'll confirm all those dividends for you at Moonee Valley shortly. And Cheltenham racing today, I do believe. And we'll, first race is not for some time yet at Cheltenham. Officially at New Zealand on race 8, on 8, 11 and 12, 880 the Quinella. There's your exacta and trifecta dividends as well. Okay, now Hale is a 2.10. Oh, this is tightening in all the time. Hale, $2.10, very classy. Running on to the end, that's one thing for sure. Chrissy Deming, $6.27. Camacho, Good Thing, $7.60. Silver Sister, $9.60. Let's take you to Tony Lee.
Camacho and Molasses will be the last of them. Gary Phillips to the stand. We are ready. Favourite Hale and the white with the green sleeves, the red spot and the red cap. All in. Just holding them there momentarily in attendance. Going up with Copper Flame or Silver Sister, one of those. Now Molasses moving around. Set. There they go. Off and racing now. Copper Flame a little behind them at the jump with Victory Rights beginning quickly. Silver Sister and Molasses moving forward. Chrissy Deming with Good Thing and Camacho's against the inside. 3/4 to the favourite Hale. He's third from last. Copper Flame next to last. Victory Rights is last of all. Molasses takes over running to the end of the back of the track. 850 metres to go. Chrissy Deming is second and box seating third is Silver Sister. A length and a half Good Thing. Camacho 3/4 the inside. A length further away to Hale. Copper Flame still second to last and a couple of lengths to Victory Rights was last of all. 600 metres to go and Molasses calls the shots. Second on the outside Chrissy Deming. Silver Sister still receiving that nice run and then Good Thing and Camacho. Hale's going forward. Copper Flame getting off the fence and Victory Rights 3 lengths away as they're on the swing. 400 metres to go. Molasses now from Chrissy Deming. Silver Sister just behind them. Hale to the outside and Good Thing starting to sprint halfway down as well and then Camacho. Good Thing goes to Chrissy Deming and now Hale is out and after them and Copper Flame sneaking through in the centre as well. Good Thing, Hale and Copper Flame getting up on the inside. Hale lifting. Hale goes to the lead. Hale the Derby winner. He's back. Hale got it a length in the finish. Drew out impressively from Good Thing and Copper Flame. Back behind these runners Camacho, Silver Sister, Chrissy Deming. A long break Molasses and Victory Rights last.
Yeah, class told the tale there, didn't it? Hale to $1.90, $1.50 with Lance O'Sullivan aboard. Good Thing $1.40, Copper Flame $3.20. The New Zealand Derby winner, and as we know, didn't quite live up to expectations when it came to race here in the Winter Carnival in Brisbane. But nonetheless, we certainly know it's an exceptional galloper. Could be in for a very interesting campaign, particularly over the autumn months. Okay, we'll leave New Zealand. And Hale over on the left in the red cap, green sleeves, coming down the outside and just too classy for them.
Now Snowland, well, he's not all that keen to go in at the moment. Now let's... He's getting quite stirred up here, the favourite. So we've only got Real Asset and a Pinot in at the moment, but Snowland is defying his handlers at this point. Oh, he's lashing out. He's in a cranky frame of mind this afternoon, the odds-on pop. Come on, Snowland, settle down, son. Well, Snowland is proving a real worry for handlers at the barrier stalls. He's $1.10 and $1 on Tab Limited. 1,000 is the journey of the first of 8 here on Villiers Stakes Day. Set. Racing this time. Snowland missed it about a half length. He's got a lot of natural speed. He's racing up to nose Russell on, and between them is Performer, followed by Pinot and Real Asset. Good battle now between Performer and Snowland, and at the 750, Muntz decides to let Bernadette Cooper go on Performer, who opens up a length and 3/4 on Snowland. A length away third is Russell on, at its quarters the inside Real Asset, and 1.5 to Pinot. They come down the side at the 500 marker, and Performer in front, but Snowland's getting a little closer now, sitting at the girth of the leader. A couple to Russell on, being pumped along, followed by Real Asset and Pinot not doing enough. Around the corner and Performer straightens up ahead on Snowland. Snowland's rider looks pretty confident. He had a quick peep to the left, Chris Muntz, and Snowland quickly shook off Performer, and then comes Real Asset, but he's going to have little difficulty disposing of his 4 rivals here, Snowland. He's streaking away, and Snowland, a soft win from Performer and Real Asset. Second last Russell on and last Pinot.
Well, Snowland $1.20 and $1.10. Performer $2.20. That was a nice run. And Real Asset, no third dividend, disappointing Russell on. 1, 2 and 4. And the long odds on favourite saluting. We'll have approximates shortly. Now Cheltenham race 1.
Going for a spell. Did suffer a small superficial wound to the off hind leg in running, and will go out and be spelled for the better races in the autumn. Now Dr. Lorna moved up and the field is set to go. Just 7 running, 1600. Mighty Fine in 2. They stand well. Off they go. Mighty Fine jumped okay. Sunlit Plains was away very quickly with Fortune Finder, and Cornbread also got away well. Dr. Lorna's on their outside, is settling down about midfield at the moment, and Mighty Fine retains its place on the rails in about the middle of the pack. They're running up towards the 1200 metre mark, and it's Sunlit Plains leading narrowly from Cornbread. Mighty Fine right behind them, third on the inside, and then Dr. Lorna sitting away from the speed today in fourth placing. A length and a half to Fortune Finder, and they're followed by Broker's Point, who's got right back to second last, and My Lavinia's last of all. Sunlit Plains took them down the back, 1,000 to go. Led Cornbread a length, Mighty Fine right behind them, box seating. Dr. Lorna a length away fourth, 3 lengths then to Fortune Finder, and Nectar Broker's Point getting up on the rails, and 2 to My Lavinia. At the turn at the 800 metres, Sunlit Plains by a neat length to Cornbread, and Mighty Fine jogged along third the inside, and then Dr. Lorna. 2 lengths Broker's Point on the inside, being trailed by Fortune Finder and 2 My Lavinia. The 7 mares come up the side, 700 to go, and they're starting to pack a little, with Cornbread going up and taking the lead from Sunlit Plains, who hasn't responded. Then Dr. Lorna and Mighty Fine's held up momentarily, now hard ridden to try and get a run through the pack as Fortune Finder starts a run. This favourite's in some trouble back, fifth and under pressure, and Cornbread shot 2 to Dr. Lorna. Fortune Finder's running on, Mighty Finer's in the clear, but spots the leader 4, and then Broker's Point. Cornbread round the turn, the leader from Dr. Lorna, Fortune Finder and Mighty Fine on the inside, starting to close. Cornbread is stopping. Now they're coming. Fortune Finder, Dr. Lorna. My Lavinia's getting a late split, bursting through. My Lavinia's grabbed them and won. My Lavinia, big effort to get through and win from either Dr. Lorna or Fortune Finder. Mighty Fine right behind them, and then Broker's Point. Next in was Cornbread, and last of all Sunlit Plains, a race that really changed its complexion in the last 150 metres. And My Lavinia, Lonigan Millam, has gone for a split through the pack that just didn't appear until the last little bit of the race. And it's got through, and it'll win the money as we await the judge to semaphore official placings. It's come through a very, very narrow gap.
Lonigan Millam aboard, because they got home in a blanket finish, and it did come from a long way back. Thanks, Greg. We'll have those placings and approximates up on your screen shortly. There's the print line, My Lavinia, the winner, $10.90 and $4.10. New Zealand, let's update that for you, and it's Absolute Peace 14 as Arawata Chief of similar quote, 230 for Class Eulogy. They're being led up. Marin Jane 15, Flying West 15, 10 Millie Munro, Royal Emerald at $13, number 8. And No Remorse at 15, 10 out, Shogun 11, 12 Captain Corelli, My City Girl 21, Starbow $30, race 10. Just repeating, you've just walked into your lounge room. There is a problem with the Queensland tote. Now, placings at Moonee Valley. It's 3 second, the problem there. Now, Dr. Lorna is second and Fortune Finder third, 6, 3 and 5. Let's take you to Larry.
Yes, thanks, Graham. We've got the first race here at Doomben. Peter Moonee taking everything all before him. Got 2 runners in this race, mate, Eric and Virgo.
He placed to their best today.
And Pedro and Les, okay.
Very nice horse. First start for me, this horse. I think he's got a lot of ability.
Gates are back, and there they go. And getting back off the inside was Arawata Chief. No Remorse gets back a bit as well. In the early part, My City Girl in the centre is showing speed to go up and take Starbow on the leader. And Shogun wants to stride up and around the outside of both of these runners. Flying West the next outside of Absolute Peace as they run out of the straight. The next Millie Munro, Royal Emerald back against the inside as Shogun takes a clear lead now. There's 2 to No Remorse. Class Eulogy a long way back with Marin Jane second to last, and on her inside is Arawata Chief as Shogun is the leader to the 1450 metres and rips away from them here. About 3 lengths from Captain Corelli, who easily moved to second, and My City Girl is third. 4 lengths away Starbow. Absolute Peace on the inside, the speed is keen. 2 to Flying West, 4 lengths Millie Munro, Royal Emerald. 3 to No Remorse as they string out here. Then Class Eulogy second to last, Marin Jane after the 1200 Arawata Chief was the last one. It's Shogun a little more than a length on Captain Corelli second, and My City Girl is third on the inside. 2 lengths then to the next Absolute Peace on the inside of Starbow. Still 4 lengths to Flying West, 3 lengths to Royal Emerald and Millie Munro. Marin Jane's on the move, and then No Remorse Class Eulogy, and 2 lengths to Arawata Chief is last. A genuine staying contest as they move down the side, and Shogun from Captain Corelli, who's ridden up a bit now. Starbow goes forward, and then My City City Girl. Absolute Peace behind these runners, and then Flying West. On the inside is Royal Emerald, Millie Munro and Mirren Jane. No Remorse taking off and around them as they come to the home corner. Class Eulogy second to last here, and 3 lengths to Awapuni Chief on the swing, and Shogun from Starbow. Absolute Peace out and after these runners, and then Flying West. Back behind them Royal Emerald. Shogun is still in front on the inside. On the outside Starbow, and now Absolute Peace is coming out and after them, and deeper out we've got Flying West, and Royal Emerald is starting to run on. Flying West on the outside, Shogun against the inside, fights again, and then Absolute Peace, but Flying West and Great Nick goes on to win. Very close second and third. Now Royal Emerald on the inside has been Absolute Peace, and Shogun, there's not much in that. Millie Munro, Starbow, Awapuni Chief behind these runners then has been the next No Remorse. They were followed across by Class Eulogy, My City Girl, Mirren Jane and Captain Corelli. Maybe the last of the men.
Big odds. Flying West 29.45.70. We'll check second and third for you. Okay, let's very quickly take you to Larry Olsen at Doomben. Larry.
Yes, thanks, Graham.
245. Now, eminently to come up with Royal Perler. Royal Perler's only had the one start. A very good effort it was here in the Jim Crack Stakes to be beaten by the Lollies, being touted as one of our best fillies in New South Wales. Royal Perler only went under a long neck. Inside runner is Shanghai Dawn. Up goes Royal Perler, and now eminently is walking forward, and we'll have the filly set for race number 2. 1,000 metres. Sunday Joy, rider Brian York, blue white crossed sashes. Little edgy in the gates, the favourite. Starter's come down to his stand. $1.80 now, Sunday Joy, $1.10, Royal Perler number 1, 410, 140. Starter climbs the stand. Eminently towy in the outside gates. Racing this time, eminently jumped very quickly from the outside. Royal Perler got out quickly, and the same can be said for Miss Miracle, followed by Lovely Jubbly improving her posse, and then Ice Flyer. The favourite is next, Sunday Joy, followed by Farwayers, and then comes Shanghai Dawn. A good margin off to Miss T, and 2.5 lengths to Sports Gale, given a couple of cracks with the whip. Down past the 600 they travel, and Lovely Jubbly the leader, about 3/4 of a length on Miss Miracle. Wider out as Royal Perler. Ice Flyer is fourth on the inside of Sunday Joy, and 2 to Farwayers. A length to Shanghai Dawn, followed by eminently drifting back, and then Sports Gale. Still hard ridden, and Miss T brings up the rear. Lovely Jubbly railing nicely and straightens up a length clear. Sunday Joy's out in the middle, having a brush there with eminently. Oh, she's not doing enough at the moment, Sunday Joy. And Lovely Jubbly, for whom there were excuses at a debut at Randwick. She's too clear on Miss Miracle. Then Sunday Joy getting home late, but Lovely Jubbly too good. Sunday Joy got up for second. Miss Miracle probably third, and eminently fourth. Little in it for the minor end of the prize, and then came Ice Flyer, wide out Farwayers, Miss T along the rails, and Shanghai Dawn, Sports Gale and Royal Perler were the last 3. Well, let me say this, Sunday Joy is dead set not a 1,000 metre filly, that is for sure and certain. I was on holidays when she made her debut over 1,100 metres at Rose Hill, and back to 1,000. Well, that's dead set not her caper. She's looking for something like 1,400. Anyway, take nothing from Lovely Jubbly. There were excuses for her at Randwick when she hung, the bit pulled through her mouth, and today she railed like that great greyhound of yesteryear, Zoom Top, and Lovely Jubbly has been able to score well. Number 2 is second. That is Sunday Joy, ridden by Brian York. And it is a photo finish for third. Eminently is prominent there. And yes, number 6 ends up getting third. That is Eminently, ridden by Rodney Quinn. That winner has paid $9.20 and $1.90. Number 2, Sunday Joy, $1.10. Number 6, Eminently at $7.90. Number 3 has run fourth, and that's Miss Miracle.
All right, Ian, we'll leave it there. Thanks for that. 5, 2 and 6. Apologies about the vision there, folks, but there's an on-course problem apparently, and as soon as we got the vision, which was on the home turn, we gave it to you. We'll endeavour to give you a replay if we can a bit later in the day. But Moonee Valley, Bamaga's $1.90, 4.70 Matago, Snapper Cane 6.20 and Blue Wiener 7.40. Race 3 Moonee Valley. And New Zealand for the next, the 11th, that market basically the same there. Capillon at 7.30, 11 on call, Beaujolais 6.50, Uncle 4.40 and December Fidelis 7.10, Chum 14, Connecticut $23 for the 11th in New Zealand. In the market, TFC at 9.60, Darth Vader 5.80, about to move up at the Valley. And at Doomben for the next race there, it's 3.80 Jack's Rose, Penola 6.60, 17 for Qlty, Paralo 10, 8 is a scratching.
And third favourite Snapper Cane. Each of those two have been easy, but there's been support for Blue Wiener, who 2 starts ago ran second behind Bamaga. Doesn't enjoy any weight relief though. In fact, the weight swing against him on that second. He failed at the 1200 last time out, but it was in better company, and he doesn't run the 1200. There he is, Blue Wiener on screen. And behind him is Roman Arch, who's having his first outing here today. Moving in quite well, just a couple to get set. Previous to Mylavinia, Lonergan Millam, that was his first city winner back since returning to the saddle. He had a bad fall at Maui in late October. He's been back about 2 weeks and has had 4 winners, but that was his first in town. So good luck to him. Let's hope he can stay in the saddle and ride some winners. It was a daring ride to get home on Mylavinia, and the first one by Coup. Nearly ready. Lights on, in fact, and they're in the gates with Bamaga the inside. Snapper Cane next to it. Just took a little dive at the gate, Snapper. All clear, they're away. Bamaga jumped fast. Snapper Cane finished at the tail of the field soon after the start, and Matago went through quickly. It's Matago with Bamaga retaining the rails in front. Blue Wiener's in third, placing 2 lengths away. A length and a half to El Molina, and then Bird of Capri over on the inside. 2 lengths behind these, Roman Arch and Snapper Cane last of all, and he's pushed along to stay in touch of a hot pace. Coming through the gap, and the leader is Bamaga, about a half length cleared out of Matago. 2 lengths to Blue Wiener in third placing, and then Bird of Capri, El Molina, followed by Roman Arch and Snapper Cane. Up to the turn, and the favourite on top, Bamaga, led by a length, Matago, and Blue Wiener's peeling out now to have a crack at the leader. In behind them, Bird of Capri, and then Roman Arch and El Molina struggling. Blue Wiener strolled up on the outside and took the lead from Bamaga and shot away. Then Matago and Bird of Capri, but Blue Wiener's racing away. Bamaga found nothing once headed. Bird of Capri comes home well, but it's all Blue Wiener who races away to give Brett Preble a double. Wins it by 5 lengths to Bird of Capri, Bamaga third, and then Matago fourth from Snapper Cane. Roman Arch and El Molina dropped out to run last.
Well, that was a very handsome winner, wasn't it? Blue Wiener, $5.50, $2.30. Bird of Capri, $5.70. And Bamaga, no third dividend. Disappointing run by Bamaga. But Blue Wiener just too classy for them. 6, 5 and 3. He's going to win a fair way out there. Okay, that's the third race at Moonee Valley. Now, an update in New Zealand where they're at the barrier stalls, and it's Carpeon 5.40, 12 on call. This is the Manawatu Cup. 8.20 Beaujolais, Uncle 4.60, Semper Fidelis at 5.30, 6 is out. Chum 13, 25 Kinetic, number 8. Big odds for Strauss's Delight, TC 11, $7 Darth Vader, number 11. Moving up. And at Doomben.
And racing now, Beaujolais near the middle of the line wasn't brilliantly away, and as usual on call is going back, as too is Carpeon. Chum came out near the centre of the line pretty quickly to be a clear leader here from Strauss's Delight. Now TRC's working up on the outside, and Darth Vader's just in behind the pace. Semper Fidelis looking to slot over one off the rail, and then Kinetic, who's around Uncle and on call inside of both of those runners. A little more than a length, Carpeon is second to last, and Beaujolais is the last one as they run down to us a circuit of the track to make here at Awapuni, and there is Chum a length in front. TRC is second, and Strauss's Delight put to sleep third on the inside. The favourite Semper Fidelis, a $4 shot, is fourth on the outside of Darth Vader. Uncle was about midfield, a length on call on the inside of Carpeon and Kinetic, and then the mare Beaujolais was the last one as they move up into the back of the track. And here there's about 9 lengths over this field with no real change in the order, 1400 metres to to go. And the front runner is Chum. Chum calls the shots, and an even tempo. Second is TRC to Strauss's Delight, and Semper Fidelis right in at fourth on the outside. Darth Vader is fifth in the Tartan, 1,200 metres to go, and then Uncle. Kinetics a little leaper out, has had no luck so far and is going forward on the outside as they run down the back of the track. And then On Call and Carpion together with 2 lengths to Beaujolais. Ridden Cold is last of all after the 1,000 metres, and Chum has a half length on TRC. Strauss's Delight and Semper Fidelis well spotted. Darth Vader inside of Uncle, and Kinetic going forward again off the back of the 800. On Call next travels well inside of Carpion, and 2 lengths Beaujolais was the last. They run down the side of the track, and the Z1 motoring Manawatu Cup, and now the pressure gets on. And RJ Hennam slips through on the inside rail on Strauss's Delight, but David Walsh and Semper Fidelis travel around them, and Chum splitting them as they come to the home corner. And then Kinetic and TRC hard ridden. Back behind these runners now, Carpion is angled out a little wider as they're on the swing, and Semper Fidelis has popped ahead in front of Chum. Strauss's Delight fights on the inside. Carpion and Beaujolais are both starting to run home strongly. It's still Semper Fidelis. Carpion is after her. He's coming quickly, and Beaujolais down the outside. Carpion, Beaujolais, Semper Fidelis, Beaujolais. Beaujolais won the cup. Beaujolais got it from Carpion, Semper Fidelis and Uncle. The next time then has been TRC to On Call, Strauss's Delight, then Darth Vader, Chum, and Kinetic has been last.
Lance O'Sullivan again, Beaujolais over Carpion and Semper Fidelis 3-1-5 after the running of race 11 in New Zealand. Right, at Doomben they're heading to the barrier stalls, and we'll take you back to Larry in just a moment as we see Beaujolais coming with a barnstorming finish to win. Handsome performance that. Now,
she showed a lot of promise, this filly, early, and then sort of went off a little bit last preparation, and she may have come back really good, you know.
Sometimes you mentioned prior to this interview that you have some trouble getting mares and fillies to do well when you bring them down from Brisbane, but such is not the case with Play Mistress. She's thrived.
Yeah, probably not so much the mares. The 3-year-old fillies, you know, you bring them down here after they've had a couple of runs, and they just, some don't seem to adapt, and maybe the trip puts them off over the top sort of thing. I don't know, but there's no problem with her. You know, she's a tough little thing. She's PlayStation's full sister, you know.
And Summer Handicap, a very good filly and mare of yesteryear. They're off this time. Shadow Play a little slowly into stride with Sophisticat. Dressed in Seattle jumped out quickly, and now Frisky Business is starting to go up fast with Miston Quet. Shadow Play is picking up some lost territory, and Sophisticat likewise. And then the favourite Play Mistress, followed closely by Gisk, who's over on the inside. But Trill is getting out of the ground, and third last as they settle fully is Bon Bird. As they race along past the 900 marker, and Miston Quet to the lead from Dressed in Seattle. Sophisticat third on the inside of Shadow Play, and then Frisky Business, Gisk followed by Bon Bird, Batrill, and Play Mistress over near the fence is last with 650 to go. No change in the order here, and Mr. Quet pilots the field 3/4 of a length or so, and Dressed in Seattle. Frisky Business on the outside of Sophisticat, and then Shadow Play, Batrill, Gisk on the inside, and then Bon Bird, and last of all is Play Mistress, and back about some 8 lengths from Miston Quet as they come around the corner, and Miston Quet turns a length and a half clear from Dressed in Seattle. Play Mistress back third last as they come to the 200 marker. Miston Quet quickens up now, kicks a length and a half. Sophisticat, who's into the clear, giving chase, and Bon Bird is next. Forget Play Mistress.